When I started this exploration, I'd expected that after fully listening to and assessing Taylor Swift's musical catalog, I'd reach an appropriate endpoint. But it appears perpetual motion actually is powering the Taylor bandwagon. For 15 years or so, Taylor Swift has been one of the biggest pop stars in the world. And she's bigger in 2023 than she has ever been. It seems like most pop stars have a decade or so at the top before they start to fade. But Taylor shows no signs that her popularity will wane anytime soon. In fact, she's getting bigger by the day. What other pop star has ever seen the re-recording and release of her old albums monopolize streaming services and physical sales? That's been the case for the release of Taylor's versions of Red, Fearless, Speak Now, and the upcoming 1989. When Speak Now, Taylor's version, debuted in July, it joined Midnight's, Lover, and Folklore in the Billboard chart's top 10. She's the first woman to accomplish the feat. When Congress and the NFL are citing you for cultural relevance, you might be one of the most influential people in America. Again, that's the case for Taylor, who's showing up everywhere from the Federal Reserve's research to NFL ticket and merchandise sales. Remember that demand for Taylor's Eras tour was so colossal, it essentially broke Ticketmaster's website. That prompted congressional hearings into the ticketing industry. And by the end of the tour's American leg, some researchers concluded the Eras Tour would end up generating $4.6 billion in U.S. consumer spending. The Philadelphia branch of the Federal Reserve actually took note in July, reporting that, quote, May was the strongest month for hotel revenue in Philadelphia since the onset of the pandemic, in large part due to an influx of guests for the Taylor Swift concerts in the city. Taylor's reach now includes Hollywood. The Eras Tour movie broke records with $26 million in one-day pre-sale tickets. The movie is expected to generate U.S. sales of more than $100 million, and that's not even counting the upcoming international release. And in just the past few weeks, Taylor's become a marquee force for the NFL. Her developing relationship with Kansas City Chiefs receiver Travis Kelce, an appearance over 2 consecutive Sundays at the Chiefs-Bears and Chiefs-Jets games, dominated football coverage. Sales of customized official Chiefs jerseys with Kelce's number 87 and Taylor's name on the back have gone through the roof. Here's where I have to pause and consider, or more accurately, reconsider. When I started this series, I explained that my sister and her sons paid $350 apiece to see Taylor at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Massachusetts. At the time, I questioned what I thought was an astronomical price. I poo-pooed that I'd never paid that much to see Tom Brady in his Patriots heyday. After spending all this time, however, discovering the depth of Taylor's talent, I'm kicking myself for not having seen her at Gillette. I guess it's some sort of karmic NFL-themed payback. There is some compensation, however. I was able to reserve an opening weekend ticket to see the Eras Tour movie at an IMAX theater. Of course, it's sold out, and naturally, I have never paid so much to see any film. And do you know what? I'm darn happy I did. This episode concludes my Taylor Swift exploration. Be sure to follow along as I unveil my next musical journey, which begins next week.